If you have money in a 401k from a previous employer, you may be wondering, should I leave it there? Should I move it into my current employer's plan? Should I consider it an IRA or should I do nothing? Those are important questions, but the right answer is not the same for everyone. So let me show you what the review and rollover process looks like. It begins with your old employer's retirement plan. Before discussing any change, we first need to understand what you already have. That includes how the account is invested, the fees and expenses that you're paying, the services available to you, your withdrawal options, any loan provisions, any creditor protection, any employer stock considerations, and any plan specific features you could lose money by moving the account. Now, here's an important question. If you moved the money without understanding those features, how would you know whether you are improving your situation or giving up something valuable? You see, the second step is reviewing your circumstances and what you're trying to accomplish. So when you do expect to retire, how much income would you need? How comfortable are you with market risk? Do you need access to the money before retirement? And how does this account fit with your Social Security pension savings and other investments? A rollover decision should not be made in isolation. It needs to fit your complete retirement picture. Next, we compare your available choices. Option one may be leaving the money in your former employer's plan. Option two may be moving it into an eligible plan with a current employer. Option there. Maybe completing a rollover into an IRA or another appropriate strategy retirement. Each choice can have different investment options, fees and expenses, professional services, distribution rules, creditor protections, tax considerations, and retirement income features. That is why we do not begin by assuming the money should be moved. We begin by asking which choice appears most suitable for your needs and objectives. So after completing the comparison, one of two things happens. If remaining in the existing plan appears appropriate, the money can stay where it is. If a rollover appears appropriate, we explain the proposed strategy, its cost, its risk, and the features you may gain or given up. Nothing should move until you understand the comparison and decide how you want to proceed. Now, if a rollover is selected, the preferred process is generally a direct trustee to trustee transfer, subject to the requirements of the existing plan and the receiving custodian. That means the money moves directly from the old retirement plan to the receiving retirement account. You do not personally receive or take possession of the funds. Why does that matter? Because when a retirement distribution is made payable directly to you, tax withholding deadlines and potential taxes or penalties may apply. And see, a direct rollover can help avoid unintentionally turning the transfer into a taxable distribution. Although individual tax circumstances should always be reviewed with a qualified tax professional. Now, once the receiving custodian confirms that the funds have arrived, they can be allocated into the retirement strategy you selected. That allocation should reflect your retirement timeline, your risk tolerance, your income objectives, your liquidity needs, and broader financial situation. So the process is not move the money because it is sitting in an old employer with an old employer. The process is understand what you have, identify what you need, compare the available options, determine what is valuable or suitable, and only then decide whether moving the money makes sense. So here's the question I will leave you with. Do you know why your old 401k is still where it is? And if you don't know, would it be helpful to find out before the next major market change or before you enter retirement? Click below to schedule your old 401k retirement review. We'll help you understand the choices so you can make a more informed decision.